Hey guys, so it's that time of the month again for monthly favorites. I love this time of month because I get to share with you my absolute favorites throughout the month. So this is my April favorites. Oh my god, Nala, stop! Ah! Meet my cat, Nala. Say hi, Nala. She just scratched me. Alright, go on the floor, baby. Stay. Alright, so let's get started. So for hair, I've really been loving my Batiste dry shampoo. I've been seeing this stuff going all around YouTube for so many years. Like, I can't even count the years. This dry shampoo has been around for such a long time. I finally decided to grab some. It's not my holy grail dry shampoo, but it works. And it's super affordable, unlike my holy grail dry shampoo, which is the Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray. That costs about $30 a bottle. This costs about $5.99. And it's the travel size. It's not the bigger size, which I think is $9.99, but in comparison, that is quite a lot cheaper. Anyway, this one is the Coconut and Exotic Tropical scent. They do have an original, which I believe doesn't really smell like a whole lot. But this one smells amazing, and it's perfect for the summertime, which I'm really looking forward to. I love coconut smells in the summertime. That's my absolute favorite smell. So yeah, I've been really loving this. It does the job. It really does texturize your hair a whole lot. It gives your hair lots of volume, and it keeps it from getting so greasy, so you don't have to wash it as often. So I love this stuff. Next, I bought the Moroccanoil treatment. This is the small bottle because it's quite pricey, but it absolutely works. This is the best oil I've ever used for my hair. I used to use the Garnier Fructis, which works just fine. That's the drugstore probably equivalent to this, except that this is a lot better quality. It's thicker texture, so it does make a difference when it's actually used as a treatment in your hair. It does get rid of split ends because I've had tons from using the flat iron, which I've tried to stop doing. But I love this stuff. It smells amazing, which is a bonus, but it really does work. It makes your hair shine. It gets rid of split ends. It just makes my hair overall healthy, which I really, really like. I absolutely recommend this. Next is the Beauty Blender. As you can see, mine is extremely dirty from use. What I don't like about this, I'm going to just start off the bat saying what I don't like about it is that you have to wash it between every single use because you don't want to be using a dirty Beauty Blender on your skin. That is probably the reason why so many people have acne. The lack of washing sponges, or you know, like the Beauty Blender equivalent type things. That's why I stopped using sponges and I started using makeup brushes, because I did find I had to wash them a lot more often, otherwise I would break out in acne. So that's the downside to this, but it really does work really well, especially for concealer under the eye. The only thing is I don't really want to wash it every single time I use it because that's like a lot of work, especially when I'm in a hurry on a day-to-day basis going to work and getting ready for work. So that is the downside to this, but it does work really well. It does blend, and let me tell you, it does work better wet. So you do have to wet this a little bit before you blend your makeup in. It works well under the nose too, and in the chin. The shape of it is what makes it awesome. You see this oval shape with a point at the top. That's what makes it, like, you can use the point to get into those places that a brush wouldn't get. And then you can use this bottom part, you know, to smooth out the chin, the forehead, whatever you want. But another downside to this is that it's 20 bucks for a Beauty Blender, which I find quite pricey. Not sure that I would spend this much money on a sponge, but hey, it's really your... Stop! To me, it is worth the 20 bucks, but I know a lot of people can't afford that kind of thing just for a sponge. So I'm just giving you the pros and cons, and you make your decision. I absolutely recommend it, and I think everyone should own one of these, especially if you like makeup, because it does work really well. The pros outweigh the cons. That's how I feel. Next is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I've been wanting this concealer for ages now, and I finally got it, and 2 days after I got it, it smashed on the floor and broke, and I wanted to die. So I put it in this little tub, which you can see is quite dirty. It's not the most practical tub for this concealer, but you know what? It's actually preventing me from having to go buy myself a whole other one of these. I believe this was around $20, and the bottle is quite tiny. It's made of glass, so you do have to be careful and not let it roll off of your makeup table onto the floor and shatter. That is the one thing that I really hate about this. Other than that, this is probably my new holy grail concealer because it really does cover up. And you can use two different shades, one for brightening and one if you don't want to go so bright. Under the eye, I like to use NW15. but on my blemishes and things I like to use NW20 because you don't want to brighten up your blemishes, so you want to go with the darker shade. Under the eye it works well as a brightening concealer, and it also works great for spot treatment. I actually also use this sometimes as an eyeshadow primer, and I also use it sometimes as my overall foundation, just, you know, getting it in places that I need touch-ups. If I'm having a good skin day, just use this as my foundation, or, you know, my concealer, and then I put a powder over it, and that's all I really need. I really love this stuff because it gives great coverage and it covers things up super well. Really recommend this stuff. Along with that, I've also found a holy grail foundation, and that is the MAC Studio Sculpt. This is an NW15, in case you were wondering. That matches my skin tone perfectly. I've never found a foundation that really matches my skin tone as well as MAC foundations. I have other MAC foundations, but this is by far my favorite. This is a gel-based foundation, which I find I really like gel-based products. It really helps make your skin look like it has a nice glow and it's very hydrated instead of dry. So if you have dry skin, I absolutely recommend this for you. I've heard people say it works well with oily skin too, but I don't know because I don't have oily skin. I do have an oily T-zone, and, you know, some spots on my cheeks are a little oily too. It works great. It's super long lasting, and the color is perfect for me, and it just gives an overall great appearance. It almost looks like you're photoshopped, which I really, really like, because on a daily basis, this is my new holy grail. I use it on a daily basis. It also lasts the whole day. An 8-hour workday, it'll last you that long, I promise you, because it just stays on your skin super long, especially when using a primer. I use a Professional, and it works great with it. Next up is my MAC blush in Peachykeen. This is a gorgeous peachy color. It's super pigmented and super gorgeous for this time of year. It has a bit of shimmer to it, so you can use it as a nice highlighting blush combo. And I've been using it like crazy this month because I feel like April is the spring month. So is May, so I'll probably be using this around May too, though I like to go more on the pastel-y colors during that time, like the baby pinks and stuff. But I do really like this peach color for this springtime, and this is the perfect color for it. This was featured in my last video. If you want better swatches, go watch that, and I'll link it down below. Love this blush. Next is eyeshadow, and for this month I've really been loving my 3 Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I finally got into the Makeup Geek hype and got myself 3 Makeup Geek eyeshadows. The first is Peaches and Cream, and this is a gorgeous highlight color. It's a very light beigey color. It's perfect for under the eyebrows and in the inner tear duct corner of your inner eyelid, and it's a perfect highlight shade. It's also perfect for all over the lid if that's what you want to go with a very little color. It's super pigmented, yet it's perfect for a highlight, especially on lighter skin. Could work for darker skin too if you're going for that super pigmented peachy look. Love this color, and I really recommend it. Next is Peach Smoothie, and it's just a shade darker than the Peaches and Cream, except it doesn't have a lot of shimmer. This is a matte color, and this is also perfect for the springtime. This is a perfect all over lid color. You can see the two in comparison. Gorgeous colors. I really love Makeup Geek eyeshadows. They are the equivalent in quality of MAC eyeshadows, and they're half the price, so I absolutely recommend that you get those if you're starting off a makeup kit, and then maybe move on to MAC. MAC does have a lot more variety than Makeup Geek does for right now, but I really do think that Makeup Geek will have more colors coming out as the years come. It's really getting out there. The brand is super recommended by everybody, and it's recommended by me as well because I've gotten my first 3 eyeshadows and I'm absolutely in love. So I think you should get them too. Next is my absolute favorite color at the moment, and that is Mango Tango. Everyone's been raving about this color, and I am no different. I've been wearing this color in the crease and the outer corner of my lids all throughout April. Super pigmented. It is a little shimmery. It's like this mango-y color. I also featured this in my last video, which was my spring makeup favorites video. I will link that down below once again. You should go check out the swatches because they're gorgeous. Next up is a lipstick, and it's also from MAC, and this is MAC Costa Chic. It is a gorgeous peachy color. I also featured this in my last video, so go check out the swatches that are a lot more in detail. It's a gorgeous peachy pink shimmery color that should be used throughout the spring and summer. Love the color, absolutely recommend it, and it looks perfect. It's not super pigmented, so it does come out a little sheer, but I love that. The color's overall really, really gorgeous. Of course, it's around $16 for a lipstick at MAC, but it's absolutely worth it. The formula is not one of my favorite formulas because the frost does sometimes come out a little bit too like frosty, for lack of a better word, and I don't really like that all the time, but this lipstick doesn't really do that. It comes out absolutely gorgeous on the lips. Next is a Revlon Color Burst, and this one is an Unapologetic. It is a gorgeous pink color, and in comparison to the Costa Chic, it's just a very, very bright pink, which I love and absolutely recommend. That one was also featured in my last video, in case you want to check it out. This one was also featured in my last video. This is a Maybelline Elixir in Apricot, and it is a very sheer, peachy, apricot-y color. You can see those three in comparison. Love the colors. I love lip products, especially for the spring. Gorgeous. There's a giveaway going on in my channel right now, and that is for all the lip products mentioned in my spring favorite makeup products. Go check out that video, like it, subscribe, and I think I also asked you to follow me on Twitter and comment some of your favorite lip products for the spring on that video, and you'll be entered to win all of those lip products. Choosing one lucky winner soon, so I hope it's you. I'll link it down below once again. And the last two things in my favorites for beauty are two nail polishes. They are both Essie. This one is Tart Deco, and it is again a peachy color, but this one's more orangey than all the other colors. I've been like alternating between these two nail polishes all throughout April. The other one does not have a name, but it's a very minty color. I'm assuming it's something like mint green or something like Tiffany bluey greeny. I don't know. I don't really know what it's called. It doesn't have a name. It fell off. I'm sorry, but this color is gorgeous and I really recommend it. I love these two. I've been alternating between them all throughout April. I looked really weird because I would wear this color for 1 week, then I would switch to this color, then I'd go back to this color. It was just really strange. But I love these colors. Alright, I don't have any new body favorites or smell favorites, any creams, any lotions, any smelling perfumes or anything like that this month, but I do have a new favorite book, and it's the Divergent series. I've been reading it on my phone because we're doing FCAT right now, and I'm kind of really bored when I'm like proctoring or not proctoring or whatever the FCAT at school. So I've been reading, and I got halfway through it the first day I started. Absolutely in love and hooked, and the series is awesome, I'm sure, and I can't wait to keep reading, and I can't wait to watch the movie that goes with it. So I absolutely recommend that book. And for songs, I have been loving Sing by Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran has a new single, and I'm dead. I love him. He also announced his North American tour dates, and Miami wasn't on it, so I kind of died a little bit, but I think he's announcing more, so I'll be first in line for that. Ed Sheeran's my fave. Everyone knows that, so you should go check out Sing, and I'll link it down below for iTunes because you have to check it out. It's totally different from anything else he's ever done, and I absolutely love it. Go check it out. It's awesome. I love Ed Sheeran. Love Ed Sheeran. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you did. Let me know what your favorites are in the comments. I'd love to read those and check out those products as well. Let's be friends on YouTube, yeah? Alright, so don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!